at home would be, and I'm gonna be like, ah! Good morning, let's make some coffee. What coffee mug do I want today? Okay. I'm feeling the horses today. Horses. Fill up the coffee. I had planned to wake up early today. As in, I was already watching those It Girl videos on YouTube last night where they wake up at 6:30. So I was thinking, like, I'm gonna do that today. I'll make my coffee, have some breakfast, unhurried, right before work, and then I'll get ready to start my work for the day. That did not happen. And I don't know why, because I slept pretty early, huh? I was asleep at like 11:30 at night, which is very early for me because I have the tendency to sleep at 1:30 in the morning. I also have the morning sniffles. Oh my god, we're running out of coffee. I had woken up at around like 6:30, I feel like. And then I was like, okay, I have time. I can wake up at 7 and then I'll have my 2 hours before work. But then 7 rolled around and I stayed in bed. And the next thing I knew, it was 9 in the morning. So that did not work out for me this morning. But I'm trying to still have a slow boot up, because I also have the tendency to like get on my phone, open my work messages because it's 9 a.m. already, and be like, has anybody tagged me? Has anybody messaged me? Blah, 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 blah. And I'm just trying to be slow about my morning instead of doing that right away because I don't want a shot nervous system. I want to slowly feel ready to look at my work messages. I just have so much anxiety surrounding my job. I always have so much anxiety about work. It's crazy. It's actually ridiculous. And sometimes I just need to say fuck it, you know? Fuck it in a reasonable manner and just reclaim my life. Because I have to remind myself, what is my end goal ba? Is my end goal to focus on work and just really be locked in on it forever until the end of times? Is that my end goal? Is that what makes me happy? Is that what fulfills me? Or is my end goal to be with my family and to have a family and to enjoy my life and feel fulfilled because my life outside of work is beautiful and is filled with a lot of like wonderful experiences? That's my end goal. So I don't want to feel guilty. I mean, yes, it's my responsibility rin naman to to wake up early enough to have time before work to myself, right? But all I'm saying is, if I fail to do that, and my role allows for it naman because I am a freelancer, why not? I'm still gonna get the job done, you know? Things are still gonna get done. I am spilling coffee everywhere. Oh! I put way too much liquid into my coffee, so when I tried to froth it, it spilled a lot. Just wanna have a slow start up to my day. Coffee is served. Maybe just one piece of bread for now. Okay. Am I ready to look at work messages? I think I'm ready. Take a deep breath. It always gives me so much anxiety, I swear to God. A message in almost every freaking group chat. Okay, I have grabbed my trusty planner, and what I'm gonna do, excuse me, and as I go through these chats, I am going to write down my tasks. The thing is, right, I make it a point not to work on weekends unless there is something urgent and the world is about to blow up if I don't get to it. That is maybe controversial, especially for like I'm a millennial, but for like older millennials to like boomers, right? That's very controversial for them because they're always very grind mindset, and I used to be grind mindset. But what happened to me is because I used to work through like holidays and weekends and I basically didn't care about myself. I literally was like, I am not worth shit if I don't work, which is a very horrible way to think. I burnt myself out. I burnt myself out really bad, and I have what I think. I can go a little longer. I have what I feel like is PTSD. I'm undiagnosed, so don't quote me on that, but I feel like I feel the effects of what seems like PTSD because I get really panicky, like, and shaken up when I get sudden work calls over the weekend or work messages. So for example, just 2 weekends ago, I received a message from Hai, my best friend and my work partner, my business partner, about like this one thing that our client had like tagged me on that I had to get on. And because it was a Sunday when she messaged me, it shook me up and I was shaking when I saw the message. Like, I didn't know what was wrong just yet. The message was just like, hey Max, I'm really sorry to message, but I feel like we need to be timely on this, from Hai, right? And I was just like, literally my hands were shaking and my heart felt like it was going to explode. And I think it's because it felt like I was being badly put, used and abused again by my workplace, my environment. I was very much stretched thin previously. I was taken advantage of. I forgot the term for it, but my parents had caught it before and I wouldn't believe them. They were telling me that they were exploiting, I was being exploited because I was a fresh grad. Yeah, I was a fresh grad and then I had come into this new job and then my boss had seemed to make me do everything for very little pay because of my lack of experience. And my dad was saying, like, you're being exploited, like, this is too much, you shouldn't be doing this much, you shouldn't blah, blah, blah. And I wasn't listening to them because I was thinking, like, well, this is what I'm being paid for. No, I wasn't. But this is what I'm being paid for, and if I don't do this, I'm not worth anything, was what was going through my head. So now I feel those effects even now in a work environment that challenges me in a way I need to be challenged, but I also love my bosses. I love the people I work for. I love the people I work with. I love the community. I love the environment, the work environment, as hard as it is, but I still feel those effects from the work trauma that I've had years ago. So I that's why it's hard for me. I have a really hard time working. I know it doesn't look like it. I've been told by Hai that I look like I'm on top of things. I'm not. I guess it's good that I look like that. I just do my best, but even something as simple as opening my laptop on a Monday morning and checking my work messages takes a lot of courage from me because of the work trauma and the PTSD and the anxiety that is very intrinsically tied to my work life. And that is also why it's so hard for me to keep my boundaries from work, and I'm doing my best to protect my boundaries over the weekend. I already work on the weekends if I need to. Or even if I don't need to. If it's like a minor thing, like, I do it anyway. You know, it's not like I'm like, no, shut up, no work at all, don't contact me, blah, blah, blah. Like, I still do the job. It's just that when I notice that it's really taking a toll on me, that's when I really have to be like, no, I'm sorry. Like, this can wait till Monday. The world is not going to implode. I have to remind myself that. I got through it! Okay. I deserve a 10-minute break. I've barely started work. I like to do this though. It's like, usually what I'll do is I will open my work chats. I'll look at my chats. I'll take note of everything that needs to be done. I'll respond to everybody. And then I'll stop and then I'll have a little bit of a breakfast, which today I'm very excited because we have hummus today. I'm having hummus and white bread, and I'm trying to be healthier about the food that I take in. White bread isn't that great a source of fiber apparently, but I'm all out of sourdough. So it's gonna be gardenia today, friends. Voila. We have some hummus. Homemade hummus, not by me, but by David's best friend, Cece, who is essentially my brother now because I married David. But he's a chef. We are friends with a chef. He made us hummus. Well, I asked to make hummus together, and then he essentially just took over our kitchen yesterday. Yesterday was really fun. We had a bunch of like friends come over unannounced, and it was just the best time. I love having company. It's hummus, and then well, not me, David broke up a block of feta cheese. And I'm just gonna sprinkle the feta cheese on top of the hummus, and that is gonna be breakfast. Ta-da! I'm gonna love this hummus. I love good food so much. Hello? Hello. This is an awkward angle. It's like 2:30 p.m. already. I did a good number of work deliverables, I think, already today. I'm not even halfway close to finishing. Well, I think I'm close to half to finishing all of my list of to-dos for work. But I need to take a shower because if you guys don't know, I also have the tendency to wake up in the morning and do work in my PJs. And when I do that, I don't change at all. Honestly, I don't even wash my face or brush my teeth. That's kind of disgusting. But I did that today. I washed my face and I brushed my teeth today. And I want to be better about how I show up to my work every day. And I'm not saying I have to, put on makeup and put on nice, work casual outfit when I'm just working from home. But I do want to at least get out of my sleeping clothes and get into a more day appropriate outfit. And I'm also trying to properly start integrating my workouts after work as well. So I'm thinking my best daily work clothes at home would be my workout outfit, because after I log out of work, I can just go straight to the community gym downstairs and I'll already be in my workout outfit. So that takes the friction out of that. I am gonna take a shower now. I'll be right back. I took a half bath lang. Usually in the mornings, even when I have like an in-office quote-unquote work day, most of those are like shoot days, I usually don't wash my hair. And that's because I shower twice a day. I do a full body wash sa gabi. So that's my hair, that's my body, and then I do lotion. I've reintroduced body powder after lotion again last night, so I'm gonna start doing that. So I find that it's better if I just do a half bath and I just wash my body in the mornings, because my hair is quite long. It'll take a while to dry. And then by the time it's dry and my hair smells like shampoo and it's clean, I am, going out to go to work na, or I'm about to go sweat it out and do an exercise, or I'll go on a walk. So then I'll have to shower my hair all over again. And that might be a little bit too much on my hair. So I just shower my hair once a day, but I take showers twice a day. So this morning I only did a half bath. And then at around 6 p.m., I'm gonna go to the gym and do my routine. for Monday. Guys, I'm really trying. I haven't worked out consistently since that week-long vlog of exercising every day. I'm like on and off, but more recently, the past 3 weeks, I've barely exercised. And what I've noticed about being a 30-year-old is that you see your body go through the changes much more rapidly than you would if you were in your 20s. So when I was in my 20s, I would not work out for months and my body would look the same. And now that I'm in my 30s, if I work out for a month, I'll see the changes. I'll see myself slim up a bit, or like I'll tone up, I'll feel stronger, and then I'll stop working out for another month, and then I've put on a little bit of weight again, and then I feel weaker, and then I find that I'm a little pudgier in some areas of my body, which is fine, but when I haven't worked out in a while, I always feel sluggish. I always feel like I'm not moving as fast as I want to, or I'm too tired easily. So I'm really doing my best to win this internal race of mine that I have over getting a stronger body and feeling stronger and feeling more physically active. Because this has been my issue since the dawn of time. I don't know what it is, but when I put my mind to something, I don't really finish it. Like, I'll get that initial boost of excitement. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna achieve this, I'm gonna achieve that. But then once the motivation wears out, wala na. It's blown to the dust. I mean, for those of you who are OG subscribers, how many side projects or passion projects have I tried to start that never was seen through to the end? All because I never really fully committed to the end. So I'm really trying my best to see my fitness to the end. And I'm telling myself now, nah, it's not about getting stronger, getting more toned in the least amount of time. I don't need to feel incredibly strong in 1 month, you know? I want to play the long game with this. I want to put in the work now and then see the changes in 2 years and see how much my body has progressed in 2 years' time. Committing myself to the long game as opposed to an instant transformation now takes a lot of the pressure out of doing the workouts or being consistent with the workouts because I know I have time. Kasi, in truth naman, who is limiting you? Who's giving you a deadline with these things? You know? I could only see the changes and the transformation in my body when I'm in my 70s, and that's still an accomplishment. At least that's how I feel about it. So I'm really trying my best to learn to take my time with things. I've lived too much of my life comparing myself to people who don't even know that I exist. I've spent too much time competing with people who aren't even competing with me. And that all ties back to my perfectionism, which is in my last video where I talk about how I think I'm self-sabotaging. It all ties back to that sense of perfectionism and that feeling that I need to be the best at everything. And I need to be the best fast. I need to be the best right away. And I'm trying my hardest to unlearn that. And it's hard. It's hard not to let the perfectionism and the competitiveness creep back in. I'm just hardwired to be like that, but if I don't break the cycle now, when will I ever try and break it? When I do get to the version of my body that is stronger and fitter, I want to be able to look back in this whole spiel in my vlog and be proud of myself. Because this is the very moment where I decided that I was going to devote myself into a version of me that I want to be. You know? A version of me that I want to become. Yeah. Ow! My God! It ripped my hair out. What the? So, made some tea because I'm starting to notice that to help me get through the anxiety of working in a day, I have a bunch of comfort drinks. I literally went through one whole cup of coffee and then I made one whole glass of iced matcha, and now I'm making a tea. And I wanted to share with you guys this new health habit that I'm trying to get into because I'm trying to be a little bit more conscious about what I put in my body. I work with Soulful Feasts, which is the brand that I work with. We do a lot of collaborations with a bunch of different women entrepreneurs, and this is one of the collaborations I really enjoyed, which is the Oh Holiday tea collaboration. We filmed a bunch of reels with the owner. Her name is Renee. She's such a cool person, and she really inspires me to start drinking tea because, I don't know, if you just listen to the way she talks about the tea from her brand Oh Holiday, and she really trained in traditional Chinese medicine, and I've been interested in that for a while. Haven't really dug into it, but I have been interested in like homeopathic remedies, I guess you could say. I started drinking a lot more tea, and these are a bunch of teas from her brand. Let me show you what I have. This is a tea mix that is called Skin Radiance Blend, and this is supposed to help promote glowing skin and internal hydration. I'm a very dehydrated girl because I struggle to drink an appropriate amount of water for me in a day. So this is the tea I'm drinking, and it's a good tea to have daily. Do I drink it daily? No. Should I try harder to drink it daily? Yes. This is Artemisia, which is great for overall body health. It helps with blood flow, it helps regulate your hormones, and a bunch of other good stuff. But this is a little more difficult for me to drink because it has a very faint bitter and earthy aftertaste, which is okay, but it does throw me off a little bit. And the next time I drink it, I need to try it with a pinch of salt to help curb the bitterness of it. So that's Artemisia. And then I also have this metabolic support tea, which is crafted to promote feelings of fullness and help curb occasional cravings. And I always snack before I go to bed, and I know that's not good for you, and it also increases your chance of getting sleep paralysis, right? Or bangungot. So, and I'm very prone to that. So after meals, I haven't been doing this, but after meals, I want to have a cup of this tea so that it helps me curb the craving to eat something, even if I know I'm full. That's the thing, like, I know I'm full, I know I'm not hungry, but I still force myself to snack on something just because I'm so used to snacking on something before I eat. I also have one more. This is called Sleep Support Tea. Encourages restful sleep and nighttime calm. So if you're someone who doesn't want to go the melatonin route of like taking a melatonin pill and then letting that make you feel sleepy, you could try this. And the thing is, I have to try this again. I did it a couple times, and the first time I drank it, I was okay, but the succeeding times I drank it, it just so happened to coincide with a time when I was really sick. And I noticed that when I would drink it, my throat would close up. But I don't know if it's because I was sick at the time and that was the way my body was responding, or if I'm allergic to something in this tea. So I have to try it again. But if you can, this is a good blend to help you get, you know, the sleepy vibes and help you sleep better at night. But yeah, I have so much from them. It is quite pricey to maintain like the teas on a monthly basis. Let's say you run out and you want to get more and you want to consistently always have the tea, it might be quite expensive because a pack of 120 grams, depending on the mix you get, it can be anywhere from like 1,200 to like 1,800, unfortunately. And I just had a moment of weakness on one of our shoots because we had shot in one of her stores and it was beautiful, and then she was teaching us all about the teas, and I just was like, that's the kind of girl I want to be. I want to start being healthy and like drinking my teas to help me with my internal health. So I bought a lot. So now I'm like drinking tea as a comfort drink right now because I've already gone away with all my other comfort drinks, which is the coffee and the matcha, and now I'm moving on to tea. And I do have to start drinking this daily, so I'm making that effort right now. I am about 2 hours away from finishing up on work, so final push, I guess. And I still got quite the bit to do, but I also did quite a lot on my list. I feel like I've finished most, if not almost all already. And the rest of the work I have to work on one whole urgent carousel post. I have to work on a whole new carousel post, which I think will be pushed back because of this urgent one that's come in. And then I have to do some podcast uploads. Yeah. Yeah, just a little bit more to go. It's just tedious work all the time. Like carousel layouts, I always feel so challenged with because layouting is not my forte. Layouting has never been a skill of mine, and I've just kind of been made to adapt with my role as a digital content editor for Soulful Feast. So, yeah. Okay. I don't know what else to do or say. I have moved over to the couch now. I find that even if the couch is just right next to where my desk is and where I was sitting a few minutes ago, it still is the little bit of a refreshment that I need to feel a little less narag over work, you know? Like the change in view is different. Now I'm closer to the window and I can see outside and I can look at the city line and I see my loving husband in front of me. You know, it's just, it feels better. And I find that when I work on the couch, it helps me manage my anxiety because being on the couch makes it feel like work is a little less serious. Like it's not that serious when I'm on here. It's a little bit more casual, and that takes a load of the pressure off my shoulders. I'm just about to finish this carousel, this urgent carousel that I've been working on all day. And you know, I feel like I've done pretty well for someone who struggles with carousel layouts. I really got it done and was off to a great start. Now I'm just checking for like all the revisions that I had to put in. I've done the revisions. I'm just triple checking everything because unfortunately for me, I do not have the best attention to detail. It sucks, but I make up for it with the hard work. I'm just a naturally hard worker to a fault. Like I work myself to the ground kind of hard work. But I wish I had better attention to detail. It's just, I don't know what it is. I suspect also that I need to get checked for ADHD. But attention to detail has always been a major weak point of mine. And the person that I work with or that I share these carousels to who looks over them for final checking has the best attention to detail. She is such a cool person. And I learn so much from her. But I do get nervous when I'm about to send a pass to her because if there is a revision that she's told me to get on that I completely missed because of my attention to detail, and that has happened so many times, like I've missed her message and I thought I revised everything but it turns out I didn't, or like I've had multiple revisions of like I thought I did it but she keeps telling me that it still hasn't been done and I'm confused as to like, but I've done it, like what am I missing, what am I not seeing? Like I've just had so many of those instances that it makes me nervous because I never want to come off as someone who's incompetent or making the work even harder than it needs to be. I don't want to look like I'm not doing my job or I'm just half-assing anything. It really is just my lack of attention to detail that shoots me in the foot every single time. I feel like no matter how hard I try to pay attention to the details or to get everything done, I always miss something. And I don't know how to get through it. It's just the way my brain works for some reason. So it's always a nervous experience for me to submit something after revisions. Because if it comes back and it's like, you still haven't done this, I feel really bad about that. And it's like, I wish I could be like, I swear to God, I'm trying my best. Please, please don't think that I'm just incompetent. I'm not. I'm trying my best. It's just I really struggle with my attention to detail. But I'm a very hard worker. And I hope that amounts to something. I think I'm just about done. All I gotta do now is just bite the bullet and send it and pray to God that I really did get everything. Okay, I'm about to send it. Okay, I'm just like listing down all the things she said I need to revise, and I'm letting her know in my message that I've applied it. So that I basically have a list of like, this is everything you asked me to do. I'm confirming that I've done it. Okay, I'm sending. Lord, please let this be it. I'm really scared she's going to be like, okay, but you still didn't do this. And I'm gonna be like, fuck. Okay, sending. Okay, I think I'm gonna end my vlog here. Let me bring you guys a little bit closer to moi. So, thank you for joining me in today's work vlog, surprisingly. This was supposed to be a weekly vlog. I'll do a weekly vlog some other day, but I hope this was fun for you guys to watch. I guess it was a little bit of like a sneak peek into my work life, like what goes on in my mind during my work day and how I function as an adult in the working field. I guess you guys are seeing now that I run purely on anxiety and fear. So thank you for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. I promise there will be a next one. I really want to talk to you guys about like my body dysmorphia. That's gonna be the next topic for our one-on-one video. So I just need to get over the hurdle of my fear of doing. I'm just scared of everything, you know? That needs to change. Okay, I love you. Bye.